Hello, my name is Abdel from Kako, and this is my learning analysis video. First of all, the story, my place in the story is I wanted to, from taking this class, basically, I wanted to learn more about media ethnography and what social media brought into our society and how we managed from living into this society with social media. And also, I wanted to know more about what this class was going to bring. So, from the scheduling and everything, I like I would say this class fit in my schedule perfectly since everything was online, and I'm also taking another summer class. So I felt like this was the ideal class for me to take in order for me to achieve most of my goals, which is getting which is getting 3 credits and learning new stuff about social media. So one of the first things we learned was media ethnography. Before, I did not know the meaning of ethnography at all, but now I have a clear identification of what ethnography is, and I'm able to define media ethnography, and knowing that most people these days use media in ethnography is used in today's society, especially a lot. So most ethnographers use media media in order to use social media in order to achieve and fulfill their work. So the discussion boards and everything were very helpful because people were able to share their ideas, and I was able to share mine. Also, sharing ideas was very important because we could argue about a lot of things and maybe use the ideas other people brought into the real world. So this was actually a good experience. Like doing the discussion boards was actually a good experience because I could see many different ideas, especially from the readings and what other people thought about the articles. So the articles from the weekly articles were very useful because we're able to apply what were mentioned in the articles into our projects. So especially the first project when it talked about ethnography, I read about ethnography, so I was able to write about ethnography. The second project talked about interviews and stuff and media ethnography. I was able to we were able to know about it and apply it into a group project. And media ethnography enabled most of us to basically use videos in order for us to communicate well. So the 4 texts that basically connected to my story are the one of it was the ethnography interview by James Bradley. This actually helped us with the group presentation group project because most some of our group members were able to interview others, and then were able to apply what most ethnographers did, like gathering data and knowing facts before interviewing the person. The second article was on media ethnography. I definitely learned a lot about media ethnography through reading about ethnography, and we're also able to apply because we posted a lot of videos from our projects, and we derived the fact that getting information through text and apply them into the videos we mentioned. So which is kind of an example of media ethnography. And the third one was anthropologist, as media anthropologist by Susan Allen. So it basically talked about how people could communicate through media channels, among the most powerful forces on the planet as we begin in the 21st century, which is definitely what's happening today, and we are actually doing that. And the fourth one was rethinking ethnography and introduction, which basically talk about media ethnography and how it moves into a new direction and into a good and new direction. We're able to apply all these skills to our presentation and to our group projects, which enabled us to achieve our goals. So overall, I learned a lot about this class, and the professor actually helped me a lot. So hopefully this basically summarizes my story of what I thought about the class, and I think this class was very helpful, and I'm thanking the professor for giving us many articles and many projects in order to learn about ethnography, which is a new thing I basically learned. So thank you, professor, and I'll thank all the members in the class to share the ideas from the discussion boards, because I wouldn't be able to basically talk about this class without you guys and without the professor. Thank you again, and it was nice. It was a nice experience taking this class. Thank you.